on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Well, good morning, everyone. How are you guys all doing today? We are going to take you through a day in our life here in Halifax, what it's like to live here, what we do in a day. It's not the best of weather, so this feels like a good day. It's probably going to be lots of indoors happening, but we're starting off with some coffee, as I'm sure you all do. We need that. We just woke up.
So if you're wondering about how we make coffee, we don't have a big coffee maker. We just use our cute little kettle. It's so adorable. And a French press, so we're just waiting for that. We do also have an espresso. We just got that recently when we moved into this condo that we're at now. Typically, we're not big into like the single-use coffee, whatever you want to call them, but this one, or an espresso, actually recycles the pod, so we really like that.
Whew, hot coffee, you guys. So let's talk about what time we wake up every day. I think some of you are gonna get a kick out of this. We get up around 10 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes 9 o'clock, most times 10. Now, if we have to catch a flight, it'll be a lot earlier, of course. Now, there's a stigma, in our opinion, to waking up at 5 a.m. A lot of people wake up at 5 a.m. They say in order to be productive and successful, you need to get up at 5 in the morning, and I just disagree with that. Everyone has different routines, everyone has a different drive. You'll see throughout the day, we kind of work all day, and sometimes I work late at night, so it's...
We're also up, both of us are up pretty late. Like I go to bed, usually 1 a.m. is when I turn the light off. You're in bed like closer to 2:30 or 3.
I'm a night owl.
Yeah, so I find a lot of people laugh at us when we say like,
Yep.
oh, we don't get up till like maybe 10 o'clock, 10:30, 9:30, whatever. And I'm like, oh, you're so lazy. Like, no,
Definitely not lazy, and most of the clients we have, we do web design work, and we're gonna show you that in a second. They're in different time zones, so it doesn't really matter to us. In fact, most of them, for us, it works out quite well if we wake up late in the morning because a lot of them are on the West Coast or some of them are in Asia or Australia, so it doesn't matter.
By the way, do us a favor and hit the like button on this video. It actually really does help out. But let's talk about the first thing we do every day. We get our coffee, we both sit down on our laptops and we get some work done. I usually check my email and then Delightful Traveler's email. There's usually lots of stuff in there, lots of spam usually, but some other stuff as well. And typically we spend probably about 1 to 2 hours, depending on what time we get up, just sitting at our laptops, getting stuff done, trying to be as productive as possible. It's well, not our most productive time of the day, but it's when we really get things like kind of off our list for the day. And this is something we actually do when we're traveling as well. We don't have much of the same routine traveling as when we're at home, but that's one thing we typically do. Even when we're on the road, we get up, we make coffee, and we get stuff done.
So much like Anna, I'm now at my workstation and I'm jumping into the web design portion of our multiple businesses. I'm making sure that we're going to be in a good situation so that we can leave a little later today to head out maybe to a cafe or something like that, get some lunch. Another thing I do is I always check the comments on YouTube first thing in the morning, so if any of you leave us a comment, it's usually me replying if it's early, but we both reply throughout the day as well. We always love waking up to some comments.
Alright, it's time to make some breakfast. Neither of us are remotely hungry when we get up, so it's usually an hour to 2 hours after we get up that we make something. Today, we're gonna have smoothies, but first I just wanted to show you our cool little ice tray. We found this when we moved into this place because our previous place had a built-in ice maker. This one does not, but you have a little like bowl sort of thing here where you keep the ice. This is the top, so you fill that up with water. You stick it on top, it's like the lid, and then you put it in the freezer, and then a few hours later you get ice in there. You turn it upside down and you just push it. It's actually kind of fun. And the ice just falls inside.
Okay, so how about that backsplash, huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot to point that out. Did you guys notice that something looks different in our kitchen? We finally got our backsplash done. Finally found the top tile. It took a while. It's the matte
Black
subway tile. Took forever to find it. Finally got it off Wayfair and got it done. And oh my god, I love it. It looks
And
so
our
good.
kitchen is finally complete.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. All right, let's make smoothies. So I already got ice in there. I got some frozen banana. I'll put some protein powder, chocolate protein powder, peanut butter. We get the natural kind that's just straight up peanuts, and some almond milk. I actually haven't made these in a long time, and I don't even know if I remember how much I put of everything.
So I love these things. It's perfect because soon we're gonna go to the gym and get a good workout in, hopefully. But my favorite part about this is it's extra peanut buttery. It's like a peanut butter milkshake with a hint of chocolate. So perfect and good fuel for when we get on that treadmill.
So we usually try to get to the gym between like 12:30 and 2 o'clock, something like that during the day. We do have a gym right here in our condo building. It's very rare that we both get here at the same time. I came down about 40 minutes ago. Someone else here, so she just left, and Trevor is here as well.
So of course you guys know we travel quite often, and when we're on the road, a lot of you ask like, how do we not gain weight? Well, the truth is we do gain weight. The older we get, the harder it is to kind of maintain this. So we do try our best when we're home to get to the gym as much as we can, eat a little bit healthier. I mean, we try on the road, but the hard part about being on the road is we usually don't have a gym, and if we're in hot weather, it's really hard to work out for an hour outside. You just sweat too much. So another thing, I'm trying to find some new music to work out to. I'm really trying my best to find some rock music these days. I mean, I listen to all genres. Usually I have hip hop on, honestly, when I'm working out, but really trying to find some rock music these days, looking for any suggestions from you guys. Here's a band I found. I'm really into this lately. They're called Normandy. So yeah, I've been really digging this. It's brand new. It's like 2021. So I'm gonna be listening to this right now as we run. So one of my favorite moments of every day is coming into this sauna after a workout. I didn't get as much of a workout in today because there was someone else there when Anna came down. I did about 4 kilometers, but coming in here, I just find it really peaceful and it's quiet, and it's kind of a time where I can just process everything I have to do later in the day when it comes to work and our channel or our social media and things like that. So I usually stay in here for about 10 to 12 minutes. I just find it so relaxing, so warm. It almost feels like I'm in the Caribbean. But honestly, I kind of use this time as a form of meditation. I've recently gotten into that mainly because I dealt with some anxiety back in the fall. I'll probably talk more about that in the future, but I found meditating is just the best way to deal with that personally, and yoga, but meditating is really good form to counter that. So I just sit in here and just unwind and just try to be one with myself, as cheesy as that sounds. But yeah, when you do that for 10 or 15 minutes, it's just very therapeutic.
We're done with the gym. We've come outside, making our way to our lunch spot. It's not the nicest day. It keeps like raining off and on. It's kind of drizzling.
We need some food though.
We do. I'm starving.
This could possibly be the prettiest looking lunch I've ever seen. We went for, what is this, a Mexican bowl?
It's a Mexican bowl, so they have lots of like sandwiches, wraps, bowls, power salads, that kind of thing here. Lots of healthy food, and I think they actually have their own farm where they grow lots of the stuff that goes into the bowls and the food. So
you know what else it has? Lots of color.
It does. It's really pretty.
This looks like a good bowl, I have to say. So many ingredients in here. I'm just gonna go right for it. Oh yeah. There's so much going on. You can taste the avocado, sweet potato. There's like little crunchy bits in here as well. The beans come through. The sauce is like a chipotle crema. It's got a bit of a kick. I wouldn't say it's the most spiciest, but it's so good. For a Friday, we're off to a good start because we had a smoothie already and now we're on the health train, but we'll probably spoil that a little bit later with a beer, I imagine.
So this is the time of day where we wear a lot of hats. We're going to talk about YouTube for a second. Keep in mind that we do our own filming, our own editing. Of course, we're in the videos. We have to plan them out. We also do our own marketing. We have to do the admin, follow up on all emails, talk to you guys, which is great. Talk to you guys on all the different platforms when you send us messages, answer comments. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
And if we talk about web design just for a minute, yes, we do websites, we design, we develop them, but of course it doesn't end there. There's marketing, there's SEO, there's talking to clients on our computers, Skype calls, Zoom calls, phone calls.
Accounting.
Admin and accounting. So yeah, this is from usually like 2 o'clock till 4 or 5 o'clock. We try to get all of this done. So even if we're on the road, we kind of do the same thing. Our time is usually broken up into these kind of quarters or periods throughout the day. The only exception would be if we're going to film a video. Sometimes it can take all day, sometimes it can take a few hours. So that might throw things off, and then we just have to make it up usually in the evenings or over the weekend. So if you happen to be wondering how we stay organized with all the work we do, we use a lot of cloud-based solutions. It just makes sense because when we're on the road, we need to have access to everything. So for Delightful Travelers, we use Google Keep a lot. It's just basically a note-taking application. We use it for all the ideas. Every idea we come up with, we usually have in there, even if it's just something in our head, I'll go in and jot it down really quick. We use like Google Drive and things like that, and Google Sheets for kind of our accounting purposes. We use Evernote a little bit for Delightful Travelers, but a little more on the web design portion, I would say. We use Evernote all the time. I'm a big fan of that. And we also use Asana, which is like a free project management tool. It's really good. But between all of those and just having Dropbox and files in the cloud, it makes it really easy for us to work and stay extremely organized. I think the only thing that's not really in the cloud are like the files that are on the camera itself. So it's good when you travel. All right, well, we can...
The weather has improved.
The weather is not improved. What are you talking about? Just walking casually down the road in the rain. We switched over to the GoPro, so this thing can get wet. But yeah, there's Rogers Square. Right now, we are going for a drink.
It's Friday, it's happy hour.
It's happy hour time, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're gonna be soaked by the time we get there. Faster, faster, faster. We're heading into east of Grafton. Whew.
So it's now 5:30. We've come over to a very end of a happy hour. Thankfully caught it because most happy hours around here go until 6 o'clock, but we timed it well. It's Friday, so went for the beer. Normally during the week I try to be good and skip the beer, but Friday night I will indulge a little bit, as will Trevor. Have a couple of beers. And this is the time of day, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. Normally this time we start to try to relax a little bit, but we'll do some like travel planning. We'll kind of flip our brains out of like work mode and more like fun travel, look up flights, try to figure out where we're going next. Of course right now we can't do too much of that, but you know, during normal times we start looking up some fun places to go.
You guys, I am drenched. Look at my hair. That was just like a 3-minute walk. Anyway, so like Anna said, this is the time of day where we just try to chill and unwind a little bit. This is pretty much a typical work day for us, honestly. It is Friday, so we're throwing in a happy hour. We're not doing too much other than just trying to get stuff done. We're not always traveling. It's not always exciting. Every day we have normal days. That's just it in a nutshell. Now later we are going to take you back very soon to do some cooking. If you watched our Cooking at Christmas series, you might remember that we put on our chef's hats and we tried to do our best. So we have a dish in mind. We're going to show you guys, and I think you're going to like it. I mean, that's if you like Mexican food. We are now back at our place. We're dried off. We changed our clothes. It's still raining outside, but at least we made it back. We got some food going on back there.
Yeah, we're making our own meal tonight. We're not eating out. We're making a meal. This is kind of a Mexican-inspired dish. One of our favorite probably make-at-home meals.
Yes.
It's called something like chipotle chicken with avocado crema. It's by one of my... I have a few like food bloggers that I follow on a regular basis. This is Skinny Taste. So good.
It is good. It's a low-calorie meal, packed full of flavor, and we'll try to share the recipe maybe down below.
Yeah, we'll leave a link below if you guys want to make it yourself.
It's one of our favorite dishes that we make.
Alright, so far I've braised the chicken a little bit, but it's out of the dish at the moment. We got some onions and some garlic going on, and we're going to add the sauce, which is chicken broth. Look at that. And some tomato sauce.
I better turn on the
fan?
The fan here. This smells so crazy right now to me. Like, this is my favorite part every time. Ooh, that's too hot. Can't wait to eat this. We didn't eat a whole lot of food today. We just had the kind of salad bowl earlier that we split.
Yeah, so here's a little tip for you guys. We try to use chipotle peppers that come in a can in a lot of recipes. We only have a few that we use them in. Yeah. But it comes in a big, well, not a big can, but a small can, but you don't use very much of them, and you could easily waste the rest of the can. I just put them in baggies and then freeze them. Yeah. For later.
And sometimes they come out even more spicy, which is...
They do.
If you like spicy food like we do, it's a good thing.
All right, it's ready. I'm gonna dish it out. I'm so excited. I wish you guys could smell this. So it's time for the main attraction. Can you guys see that? It's this beautiful green sauce. So basically, this is the avocado crema, obviously made with avocado. The recipe, you'll see if you check it out below, is made with sour cream, but I always use just plain Greek yogurt. It's slightly healthier and we usually have it around. There's cilantro in there, some garlic, salt and pepper, a little bit of extra water to make it a little runnier, and a jalapeno, that's the other thing. A little bit of spiciness.
So we garnish this with some cilantro. We are team cilantro, aren't we?
Love cilantro. Not friends with people that don't like cilantro. Just kidding. We still love people that don't like cilantro, but I feel really bad for you. But oh, this smells good. I'm so excited to eat it. I feel like it's been a few months since we actually made this dish. We try not to make it too often just because it is a favorite, so we don't want to like overdo it. So we're gonna sit here. We're at our coffee table that pulls up into a table. We don't always eat in front of the TV, but tonight we're doing it. It's Friday night. And we're gonna watch on YouTube, Living Big in a Tiny House. Does anybody watch that?
Curious who watches this show. We're very into this.
Yeah, and I think after that, we're gonna catch up with some of our friends on YouTube, like the Endless Adventure and Jumping Places, see what they're up to. What are you guys watching on YouTube? Leave us a comment. Are you watching travel couples? Are you watching non-travel content? Give us some recommendations. Let us know what you're up to, what you're watching.
So it's now a little later in the night. It's close to 1 a.m. I'm up. Anna is asleep back there. She was asleep for a while. I'm gonna try to talk lower, but I think she's been out. She's not gonna hear me. So we had a great day. This is a very typical day for us, just roaming around Halifax and going to our probably favorite locations. Now, if you're new around here, please hit subscribe, hit on the bell, leave us a comment below, hit the like button. It's been a lot of fun. Right now, I am just watching some more YouTube, doing a bit more work. I mentioned that earlier. 1 a.m. I do more work, but I'm gonna watch some of my own YouTube favorites on my own channel, mostly about like photography and videography and things like that, getting tips and tips of the trades from some of the professionals. So that's gonna be the night. But if you got this far, really appreciate that you guys watched the whole video. I'm gonna end this on my own. This is kind of weird because normally the two of us do it and I don't know how to do it on my own. How do I do this? All right, guys, that's it. No, who says the other one? From Halifax, Nova Scotia, wishing you all delightful travels, not travelers. When you can travel again. Someday we can all travel again. Wait, are you awake back there now? She's awake. She's awake and listens. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm rambling. It's been a long video, but you are awake. Did I wake you up? All right, guys, that's it. See you in the next video.